Hey guys, Motorcarnut here, and again today we're talking about clunking, going over bumps, usually in the front. It could be the rear, but we're talking about the front now. You go over a bump, or you're just driving on the road and you hear like a metal to metal noise. A lot of times it can be the strut itself. The strut has many different parts. It has an insulator here, and if it's rubber, and if the spring rubs away that rubber, it can be metal to metal. You can hear that. It can be the top mount of the shock, and it could also be the piston over here banging against the side of the wall, but that's usually when they're really blown. And a lot of times, let's say you replace this whole thing and you'll still have that noise. Well, this video is to hopefully avoid that and to check this first. It's called the stabilizer bar, which is right here. And there's a link, okay? This link has little joints in there, just ball joints on top and bottom that go bad. And when you're driving down the road, this could wiggle. Let's see if you can hear it. All right, it seems like it's tight, but then watch. I don't know if you can hear that because I have weight on it, but when it's going over bumps, there's play inside these ball joints, and that's making the metal to metal noise. So now and another way you can tell is, you see how easy this thing is to move? Look at this. You can wiggle it like this, and that's under pressure too. That's not supposed to be like that. When I take it off, we're going to see that the joint is all jiggly in there, and that gives you the noise. Even if you're going down a road with hardly any bumps, it's still, the suspension is still moving up and down like that, and that thing is going to jiggle like crazy. So it's always good to check these first when condemning the shock or the strut, because it's a lot more money, a lot more work, and it may not be the problem. I'm going to take this stabilizer bar off. Usually they're very easy. You got to put lube here, and there's usually like an Allen key here that you put an Allen key and then an open-end wrench to take them off, because this is going to spin, and you do that top and bottom to get them out. I mean, sometimes they're tricky, they're rusty, but most of the time you can get them out that way. I'm going to take it off and we'll take a look at it. And sure enough, that's over here. And this one actually had a broken boot. That was probably the problem. See that ball joint in there? What it does, when you're holding it, right? When it's mounted, it's moving inside this thing and creating that noise. Okay, I just got the new one in, and now you can see, like all wiggly, where this one is nice and tight. You almost really basically can't even move it with your hand. That's how tight it is. We're going to install it and show you that this noise is gone. Okay, and it's just a matter of just putting them back in the holes. All right, there and there. And we're just going to tighten them down. So we tighten them down, and now, obviously, this doesn't even move. Look at this. This doesn't even move. Nice and tight. That's the way it's supposed to be. And I recommend doing both sides, because if the other side's not making noise, it's pretty much not far behind before it does. And sometimes these, when you try to take them off, they're a pain in the neck. They keep spinning. And, you put the little, like this one doesn't even have that thing in the air, like the factory one, where we put the tool in there and you hold the shaft while you're turning the nut. Sometimes you just got to cut them off. Well, it all depends. Hopefully you'll get lucky and yours won't be like that. These weren't that hard. And that's basically it. And that is always the first thing you should check when you hear a clunking noise. Now, here's the sway bar, and there's also bushings. And this sway bar, it sways, all right? And there's rubber bushing that also can make noise. But usually that takes a lot more time to do that, because it's just a rubber bushing, where these have little joints, metal joints like I showed you before, and they fail pretty often. All right, guys, Motorcarnut, please subscribe, hit that like button. Any questions pertaining to the video, leave them below. I answer all my questions, try to help everybody out. I appreciate all the feedback I'm getting, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.